trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is nodemarket.io. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. Nodemarket.io.
Close. I got so close on that one, Brandon. I got like
by the time it ended.
I got like almost all of them.
Yeah. 2 feet.
Maybe
tomorrow.
We just got off a call this morning. Tufi and Ben and the whole everybody. No, it's not trick or treat. Decrypt. It's treat or treat. We don't have tricks. We don't pull tricks. Ooh, wait, we both went red today. You went pink, which makes sense, but I went red.
It's red. What the flip? It's so red.
It ain't red.
It's red.
All right. Well, we'll let the chat decide.
We shall let the chat decide. Where's something pink? I gotta get something pink.
You're wearing it. It's your T-shirt.
No, this is
Cinderella.
Oh crap.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's pink right here. This hue is pink.
You could never red. Be one of those people that dresses up in the other clothes and does the stuff because you don't have any good colorblind. Maybe
colorblind, right? Salmon.
Okay, I'm gonna get through all these. Jesus.
Yeah, we got a good day. It's Friday. The market's holding up extremely well given the macro environment. Holy cow. Tech stocks got actually crushed. Everything got crushed yesterday.
Mine is not orange. If you see orange, your screen is jacked.
Yours looks orange, Nick.
Someone wearing pink.
It's okay. It's pumpkin orange. We got it.
Coral. Maybe it is coral or salmon. Ooh, those are cute.
That's a beautiful color. Salmon. I like salmon. What a day.
It may be your favorite color, Howard, but I'm not wearing orange. It's red. That's okay.
Couple of requests.
Orange, you glad we came? Yeah, that's fun. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Okay. Do we have any housekeeping that we need to knock out?
Yeah, the number one. So I've had a couple of requests to change wallets. Okay. So let's just say you bought the node licenses from a wallet and now you decided, hey, I want the actual ones to go to a different wallet. That's really hard for me to do from a security standpoint. It's easy for me to do technically, but let's just say somebody went into the digital investor wallet, found all the address that are paying. They don't even go to the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's there for your convenience. Anybody can go to the blockchain and see what's happening, right? Yeah. They go, they check the wallets, they'll be like, oh, and then they message me randomly on Telegram, say, oh, guess what? My wallet got hacked. Send all my node licenses to this wallet instead. How easy is that for someone to spoof and fake, right? So there is a legitimate cause for this. And sometimes people do get hacked or they do need me to change the wallets, but that's going to be really tough for me to do. I have to do like in-depth research to make sure you're not lying to me, number one, which will take at least 24 hours for me, and I'm not going to mess around with it. So that's going to be one thing because it's so easy to fake. So pretty much I'm going to say no 100% of the time. The only wallets that's going to get the node licenses are the ones that paid for the node licenses. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. And it's just for a security reason because it's so easy to spoof that. Like anybody can go look at the list now and be like, hey, my wallet XXX got hacked. Can you send them to this wallet instead? How do I know that you're the right person? You know, it's really tough. So I have to do like really a lot of research to make sure you're the right person. I'm going to ask you your mother's maiden name, all that kind of stuff, and we're going to figure it out. But I just won't do it generally. So there's that, sadly.
Well, if you move it, here's the thing. If you guys are starting to move them around in different wallets, we don't know that you did that. And so we're going to, based on the list that we have, we're going to send out when the tokens come directly from Cardano, we're going to send those licenses out to the wallets that purchased based on the spreadsheet that we have. Because if you do something on your own, that's not affected in the spreadsheet that we have.
Right. So yeah, you'll just have to end up sending it again on your own because I just can't change them now at this point. I have to do it because it's just the way I'm doing it's secure. And if anything, any middleman gets involved or like I go changing things, then it's not secure. So
okay, this is a good question. With the NFT, what can you expect? Well, you can expect only a percentage. We can't guarantee anything because we don't know what the future is going to do. We don't know how often people are going to make buy and sell trades, how often people are going to sell secondary node licenses, how many node licenses we sell. Like, we don't know any of those things into the future. What we expect based on simply the OTC doing a total of $1 million a day, which would be not that much. Actually, that'd be probably small by exchange standards. That would generate about 25K in revenue per day of actual revenue. And that revenue, between 20 and 30% of that going to the token holders, means it would be about 18.2% a year return. But again, no one knows because we don't know what the future is. It could do nothing or it could be 10 times that. We don't know. I mean, you should assume that in the beginning, it's going to be less. And then over time, it becomes more and more. So there's just no way to make that. That's like saying, well, how many iPhones are going to sell next year? I don't know. More or less, I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. The other thing, though, is like the token will be used to get access to other stuff that we do. I have a call with the Twin team today, actually, after this, and I'll know more stuff. But it looks like we may or may not get a second round for the private clients. We already had one round of like an investment that we did, an early round. We may get another one, we may not. But when we do a new token listing, then that listing would be first come, first serve, but it would be for the token holders. And based on how many tokens you have is how many of the allocation you got. So let's say they gave us 10,000 total tokens. This is just to keep the math simple. And there's 10,000 NFTs. If there's 10,000 tokens, twin tokens on day one, and every NFT holder for each NFT would get one token. That obviously is not the number, but that's the way you could think about it. Each NFT will grant you access to X amount of tokens on that day one. Is that about right, Brandon? Does that sound like?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so, yeah, exactly. I've already talked. We've already talked it out with the dev team too. Where the functionality is going to be built. It's going to be so slick.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things we're doing. For instance, we're doing a deal right now where if people, if we sell, I'll just show you, and we'll just do this for like just 2 minutes, and then we will get over to our fun stuff. It's cool. And man, there's some cool AI news. Anyway, everybody's going to get 20%. If we get over 1,000 sold, then everybody's going to get 50%. So 50% of the total revenue generated, you'll get that for November. If we get over 2,000 sold, like 2001, you would get 100%. So all the revenue that the exchange makes would go to evenly distributed in slices to the token holders. That being said, If you don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it. I don't want anybody to ever do anything. That should be like lesson number 1. Don't ever do anything you don't want to do ever in investment, because you'll look back and be like, oh man, why did I do this? Why did I do that? The cool thing though is that this is an NFT like any other. If you don't like it, just resell it. Go list it, sell it. No one's handcuffed. This is just the best way that we could do some revenue share on the exchange. Also, think about it this way. When you're over here banging around on the exchange and you have one of the NFTs, you're more likely to go there and do your listing and do your buying because you're participating in your own pocketbook. Does that make sense? It's not 2.5% of the total sales. It's whatever fees are generated. So let me make this clear. Any fees generated, they might be at different levels. We don't know what the secondary marketplace is going to look like when we do the secondary marketplace for node licenses that are in production. Because remember, an in production node license is a license plus tokens that may have split twice. Like, we don't know what that's going to look like. So that fee structure may be different. Maybe more, maybe less. We'll have to see what makes the most sense. 2.5% probably makes sense. That's fair. I don't think that would stop anybody. But those are going to be higher ticket sales, most likely. Someone's selling just imagine someone sells a master node. Well, right now they've got $524,288 worth of tokens plus their licenses. If those things have split twice and they're generating, $400,000 every 6 months, obviously there's some value in there. So selling that business, that's probably a $2 or $3 million sale, depending on how you forward price it. So in the secondary market, it wouldn't take many of those. And remember, this is going to be a whole ecosystem built on people buying and selling businesses the same way people would be buying and selling franchises. So I just think things probably look a lot different after the compute phase. So there's that. That's to not over dwell on that.
Raphael, I responded to you like 3 times already. Email too. You gotta just go read the emails I sent you. You sent me screenshots. You gotta basically delete your Coinbase wallet's on an extension on there. It keeps popping up for some reason. I don't know why it has precedence, but you need to delete it because it's empty. You already screenshotted that it's empty. Just delete the wallet. I don't know why it's doing this, Raphael.
And remove the extension, because maybe you have it in the extensions as the default extension or the default wallet.
Exactly.
Also,
I've already emailed you.
You can go to a different browser. You can use a different browser.
Yeah.
Guys, you can always go to a different browser and say, but anyway, all right. Okay. Licenses are long-term. Yeah, they are more a long-term play than a short-term play. There's more money to be made in the licenses as time goes on, because more people would use the exchange, more people would buy licenses, more people would buy and sell tokens, more people will buy and sell secondary licenses. Net. Well, if we're paying developers about $10,000 to $20,000 a week right now, Beth, out of our back pocket. So that would be part of it. Although right now we're just taking that out of our own money.
No, that doesn't get taken out of the fees though. The fees just go straight. Like
the fees are the fees. Yeah.
The fees are the fees. That doesn't matter. So
yeah.
But if you're talking about the revenue, like the USDC that goes, like, we're still negative. So whatever.
Yeah. Anyway. When are you anticipating NFT payout dates every month? Yeah, we'll do it every month, probably at the end of the month for now. And then as the money builds up and it makes sense to do it twice a month, we'll do it twice a month. But right now it'll be once a month. Oh, that's a good question. Brandon, is there a gas range you like to, for me?
Yeah, look at it right now. It's 94, not 94.
Yeah, not right now.
Oh my gosh. Anything below 20, I'll do anything all day long. The only reason I'm going to do anything above like that is if I really want something.
Did we get one NFT per license? Okay, so no, you get one NFT per bundle. So if you buy 16, you got one NFT that says 16. If you bought 512, like a masternode license, you get one NFT that says 512. Hypercycle through HyperPG is going to release the software to split those in the coming days or weeks or whatever. And once that happens, you can split them all the way down to the individual license. That makes sense. Whew. Chrome for I like Chrome. Chrome's cool. I like Brave better, but there's nothing wrong with Chrome. Okay. How will I know if the master node holding my 8 nodes has been paired? Marty, that's, you may be looking at this wrong. Your nodes aren't just getting paired with tokens on their own. You will split your licenses off. They will be yours in your wallet. You will then have the opportunity, after some grace period of say a month, you will have an opportunity to put tokens into those node licenses. If you haven't done that, they're not getting paired. The universe is not showering node licenses with tokens. I hope everybody gets that. They're not just giving you guys all tokens for free. This makes sense, right? So when the software is available, it'll split your nodes out. Now, everybody right now is tilling. Every single node license is tilling, technically, but that's not into perpetuity. What will happen is everybody will get their licenses split out. If you choose to fuse them with your tokens, great. But then you will have to make a decision at some point. Run on your own hardware, run on a hyper AI box, or allocate to somebody else to run on their hardware. If you don't fuse your tokens into your licenses, they're not going to be tilling. Whatever history of tilling they got, their uptime, that will reduce back down to the beginning. Everybody's not tilling after a certain point. You have to participate. This isn't like, everybody's got to participate. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So everybody will have to do something, and you'll have a grace period. It won't be like you'll have one day to do it. Everybody's going to have a grace period. They'll probably give you a month. So they'll release the software. They'll give everybody a full month. I think it's 30 days. You'll be able to decide, do I want to put my tokens at HyperPG? Do I want to run on a Hyper AI box? How long is it going to take me to get the Hyper AI box? Do I want to run on my own hardware? Or what? Or do I want to pledge just the license to HyperPG or Hyperpool, or marry the tokens and then pledge the license to HyperPG or Hyperpool? If you pledge your licenses, they're going to fill them with tokens. But then that's them. And if you were to request your license back, they're going to unwind it and take their tokens back out. That should be super obvious. So you have to decide how little or how much you want to participate. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. All right, you are to some degree involving yourself in the transmission of AI compute. That's a service that Hypercycle will sell to businesses for fiat currency. That's how that is. All right. And no, we just covered this. No, nothing yet. So we don't know. They got the audits back on one part of it that was clean this week. And then I think there's something they had to change on the 1155 token, the hypershare token. When do you expect for us to start splitting out nodes? Again, same answer to same question. When they say so.
Yeah, we get asked this question a whole bunch. We're just going to wait on that.
Do I think the Algorand rebranding will help with them, or is it a dying gasp? I think it's good. It at least wakes people up to the idea that Algorand still exists. They got great minds over there. They just don't have a business mind. That's the thing. There's just not a businessman in the bunch, apparently. Matter of fact, one of the old CEOs, or one of the former CEOs of Algorand, is now working for Cardano on their new stablecoin project. So that's kind of cool. Who splits it? What's the mult? William, you split it. There's so many questions in that question. I'm not even going to tackle that. Guys, there's a lot of information about all this stuff. I think make sure everybody here has seen all of the This Week in Hypercycles with Tufi. If you haven't seen every one of those, you're not allowed to ask questions.
You're going to say you can't ask a question.
You can't ask a question if you haven't watched all of them. Period.
If you haven't watched all of our videos, you can't ask.
Jesus, man, we do this we literally do this every single day. We put out more than 7 videos a week, meaning more than once a day.
We put out a lot.
We put out a lot. So let's not ask the redundant kind of questions. And those are vague questions. Who splits it? What? What's the molt? Molt what? The multiplier of what? Like, William, buddy, I love you, but you got to be more precise. Everybody here needs to be, if you want an answer, be precise. Don't be like, what do you think of XYZ? I think a lot of things. All right. So let's do this. Did you want to say something on this, Brandon?
Yeah, Beth asked a question if people are getting confused about the Node Market NFT and the Node License NFT. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Hopefully, it's very clear that there's a distinction between those. I mean, we've been talking about the Node License NFTs for a year now, it feels like, maybe 8 years. I don't know. And the Node Market NFT, there is a distinct difference. I mean, and then I've kind of listed it out here. The Node Market NFT is something that gives you revenue sharing in Node Market and will get you special perks like early access to token launches and then more perks along the way. So I left it at special perks. The license NFT, very clearly something that Hypercycle's doing. There's 2 distinct differences. So don't get those confused at all. It shouldn't be confused. I don't think anybody's confused, really. Hopefully, they're 2 different things totally.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Do we want to talk for a second about our treat or treat?
That's up to you. 100% up to you.
Me, it's the 27th. Aren't we going to launch it here in a few days?
Yeah. So you basically are saying you don't want any more NFT sales till Tuesday.
No, we could say that it's officially the 31st, but we could include people from today on.
Oh, I like that. Let's do it. What do you want to do?
Do you have the little picture-y thing?
Well, I have a picture that I put some stuff on it so we could share it in mediums, though. You want to see it? I have a couple options here. Tell me which one you like better.
Oh,
Actually,
let's
ask the people because I really like. I'm not going to say which one I like. Anyway, you know the whole story better than they do. So
okay, but let's just go with the artwork. Let's show the artwork.
Yeah,
and then I'll explain what it is.
Here, let me see. Oh, hey, hold. Take the screen really
you can
quick.
just go directly to Node Market.
I gotta hide it. I gotta hide it really quick. Go take the screen here. I'm gonna add this.
Okay,
there you go.
got it.
Perfect. Okay,
It's just so you guys know, this is the Node Market NFT. This gets you rev share and it gets you early access to stuff.
Where's that thing? Where's that thing you sent me?
But yeah, you just go right here and mint it if you wanted to.
Oh, I'm gonna show a brief preview of what you sent me here. Open up. Okay. So this is what Nick sent me. This is like so. Wait, should I even say that? I don't even know how to vote on this, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait,
switched it up.
Okay.
Here you go. So this is what Nick sent me. This is like tell him this. Tell him how you got this. Did you make this in Photoshop or what? What were you thinking?
I made this on my phone while I was feeding my cats. That's from Dolly 3. Pretty badass, right?
So Nick told me to start working on something. So I'd worked on something for like a half hour. I'd gotten like a background done. And then I was gonna go add all the elements. And then Nick sends me this. And I'm like, you piece of crap. So anyway, this looks really cool. It doesn't tell you everything. So all we have to do is basically add some words on top of it. So I went and added some words on top of it. Anyway, I'll show you the one that I was working on and then the one that Nick sent. It's right here. So this is like the greenish one, but look at the one that Nick sent. Like it's got like all these pumpkins and stuff on it. And this is created in like mid-June anyway.
Halloweeny.
Very Halloweeny. So cool. So basically we wanted to create these to be able to put into like share this stuff so that people can understand how cool this deal would be from from now until Halloween, right?
We'll go from now until Halloween. This is for anybody that gets, because the node license for Hypercycle, that smallest bundle is 2. What we're doing is anybody that gets 2 or multiples of 2 of the NFTs for Node Market, right? You get a bundle of 2 node licenses. So if you got 2, you don't have to buy them. We will just give them to you. They will just show up in your wallet the same. So, and how do we, that'll be usually a few hours behind, right? Because we have to kind of update
that's manual. So through. I'll add it to the. It'll actually be on the spreadsheet, and I will send you the NFT as well as if you had purchased them. But it'll be after you buy the Node Market NFTs.
Yeah, so that's basically what it's going to be. So it'll be. We were going to do it just for Halloween, but I mean, I guess it makes sense to just do it from now until the midnight
31st, right?
on Halloween.
Let's do it.
And it'd be you get
That gives
to
people more
you get
time
to-
because what if you're sleeping during Halloween? What if you're out trick or treating with your kids? You know,
yeah.
all day.
What if you're a serial killer and you're waiting to snatch up people as they're walking unaware, all high on sugar, and you want to take them out to the forest and chop them into bits like Ted Bundy? What if you're doing that? And you don't have time to get in front of your computer.
Right. So it's if you buy 2 now going forward. If you buy 1 more going forward, I can't go back and go double check that you bought another one. I'm just not going to do that. It's starting now. If you buy 2 going forward, you get 2 node licenses. Boom.
Yes. So there it is. You get them.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Au gratis. Anyway, good. All right, let's get into the AI news. Should we get into AI news?
Let's go behind the wall. We're 26 minutes in.
Ah, shit. All right.
Yeah. 26 minutes.
Do we want to real quick do AI news and then go behind the wall?
Whatever. Let's do it.
Because there's some cool AI news. We don't want to
because it's Freaky Friday the 27th.
Friday the 27th. Okay, I got to show this. Hold on.
No, okay, Frank. That's exactly what I said.
Listen, look at this. Look at this, dude.
Okay.
That's the Boston Dynamics dog. First of all, they have a weaponized version of this bad mofo. It's dope. I want one. Silver. I saw a picture of these bomb disposal dudes walking across the street, and there was 3 of these heavily outfitted Boston Dynamics, like weaponized bomb disposal dogs. And like there was a reporter there, and he's like, "Hey!" And one of the dogs turned and like started kind of looking at the dude. I was like, "Oh Jesus, you better get you and your little fancy ass camera out of there." Dude, these things are badass. But anyway, they talk now, of course, because whatever. Boston Dynamics has outfitted its 4-legged Spot with voice powered by ChatGPT, giving talking tours of its facility to show off its conversational skills in a new demo video, which is pretty cool and kind of haunting. Anyway, Spot answers questions and narrates the tour with a variety of personalities and accents using prompts, predetermined scripts, and visual captioning. Its gripper bit piece mimics speech, enhanced. So basically it like like a hand puppet, like sock puppet. But anyway, whatever. And it's enhanced. It's got googly eyes and a mustache accessory. But I don't know. I'd put like red dots on mine or something cool. But anyway, Boston Dynamics trained Spot's response using ChatGPT and other large language models and other large multimodal models, showing off the engaging power of conversational commands, which is pretty cool. And so while Boston Dynamics robot creations have stirred up a mix of emotions from the public, maybe a British accent and a cute hat will help make them less scary. No, when you see the matte black ones that are weaponized, ooh, they are badass. Who here would get one? Who here would buy
black? If it was matte black, this would be on my front step right now.
Yeah. How badass is that?
Nobody would touch my house.
Have you seen the ones that have like a sniper rifle on their back?
No.
And they just like, and then they turn. Dude, I want one so bad. Even if it just had like a stun gun or something cool. But can you imagine for your property, like go check the yard for bad guys and mercenaries? Because there's always like mercenaries and stuff hanging out in people's backyards. You want to get rid of those mercenaries. They're a bad bunch, those mercenaries. Imagine if your army was just a bunch of these dudes. Like, why are humans even, forget it. Anyway, I don't know why a single human enters a single war zone. It should just be robots on robots. And then to save the money on metal, we should just have video games, which I'm already playing, so I'm already training for this. Anyway, what would Kitty do? Kitty would do nothing. Kitty would stay inside because that bad mofo. But you can buy these. You can buy Spots. I don't know what the price is, but they have robot dogs that you can get. They start as little as like 3,000 or 4,000. They go up to like a lot. And these are the non-weaponized ones, but they have guard dogs that you can get that look a lot like this. Anyway, moving right. That's pretty badass. Anyway, moving right along. Shutterstock debuts an AI image editor. So Shutterstock is I used to use it. Okay, I'll tell you. Do you want to know about one of my life hacks, Brandon?
Yeah, obviously.
I'll tell you how I made a lot of money. Right when the adult coloring book thing happened, my buddy and I were like, you remember the adult coloring books that
where it's like really complicated that you have to use like really fine
and it's usually
pencils?
like soccer moms and really sad people that buy them. Anyway, we were like, we could make an adult coloring book or whatever, just put curse words inside coloring images. So we went to Shutterstock, we bought images that you can use that are like royalty free images. I bought them for like, I don't know, $700. And then I made an adult coloring book. I gave it like a fake name. I put it on Amazon. And I think within just 2 or 3 weeks, I think we made like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 grand. And I mean, it's not like retirement money, but I just
pretty
like,
good.
Model. I bought the images. I literally like took the PDF, put it in a book format on Amazon, made it into I think I did 8x10. I think that was the size I used, black and white, regular paper, bam, adult coloring book. And I did one image per page so that it wouldn't bleed through. Cause obviously like coloring anyway. Yeah. That was my life hack. But anyway, Shutterstock. So I use Shutterstock. But anyway, they've integrated AI capabilities in their platform, allowing users to use new ways to modify stock photos from their library of 750 million images. And it features a thing called Magic Brush and Background Remover. And so, which do exactly what it sounds like they do. And so you can alter existing Shutterstock photos. You might see a photo, like you're going to get a photo for your business or something, although I don't know why you do that because you can just make all this stuff. But anyway, you can adjust an image that's not quite right and make it quite right. You can expand images, resize, add text, shapes, color changes, just customize pretty much everything. And right now, interestingly, Shutterstock relies on OpenAI's DALL-E 2 with plans to DALL-E 3, which you get in your phone for free right now. I don't know how any of these stock photography companies are going to exist. Like, aren't they pretty much dead? You just create it for free. So I don't know.
As we've seen.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Anyway, the company says it's taking an ethical approach, which means pre-bankruptcy, compensating original creators and restricting AI's use only to its existing library. Well, they're restricting AI. Think about that for a second. They're saying we're going to restrict AI to everything we have. Okay. That's not a restriction, though. Brandon, I restrict you to all of my bank accounts. That's all you have. You are on punishment, buddy.
Okay.
To all of my bank accounts. Don't touch anything else that's not everything I have. How you like that? You feel that chokehold, buddy?
Man, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day.
Oh, God. Anyway, so with platforms, you already have Midjourney, which is kind of you have DALL-E 3 rendering images right there inside GPT-4. The legacy giants are scrambling to, stay relevant and basically stay in business. And with their own heavy restrictions, the integrations still kind of feel stupid. And like, I think these are just dinosaurs arguing about the size of what it is. No, this is the dinosaurs arguing about their fingernails while the asteroid is like, I think I don't know that they don't see that this is over with. If you buy 8 hypercycle, no, it doesn't go the other way. This is only if you buy the node market.
See what NFTs. I mean? Confusion. But like, it's very clear if you share my screen, right? Which one do you have to buy, Nick?
You have to buy the node market ones. Buy 2.
Buy these. Those. You get 2 of those.
Yeah. We can't, buddy, we can't give away for every $1,000 spent $8,000. That's we lose a little on every deal, but we make it up in volume. No, no, we can't do that.
We're not. It's just anyway.
What do you guys think? Okay, has anybody here tried Dolly 3? Has anybody here messed with it?
I've messed with it. I've done. I used to pay for a Mid-Journey. I canceled that because it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. I couldn't iterate on it enough. So hopefully the new have you gotten the new one? The new Mid-Journey. I heard they're getting a new one, updated one.
Well, yeah, they're doing a website. Let me tell you something. For those of you that are messing around with Dolly 3, sometimes you get an image that's almost there. All you have to do is say modify image and then put in brackets 1, 2, 3, or 4 because it serves you 3 or 4 images. Just say modify image blank with seed, and then you can say add, remove, change, and basically say tweak the image prompts. So you can take one image. So for instance, I got one image and the words were all stupid. They weren't English. And I was like, okay, but can you change the words to be this word on the left pumpkins and this word on the right pumpkins, right? So you create that first image with just a regular, like a vague prompt, right? So you make your vague prompt, create 2 pumpkins, a moon in the background, and then little baby pumpkins on the left and right. Great. And then you get the seed. So after you generate those 4 images, choose the one you like and ask, what is the seed image 1? Like, what is the seed for that image? And it will give you a unique identifier, right? So then you can use that unique identifier. That seed is how Dolly 3 recognizes that exact image, and it'll go to that exact image. Does that make sense? So you ask, what is the seed for image 1? Or what is the seed for image 3? Or whatever, whichever is the one you like the best. Once you get that number, now you say, okay, modify image, 1 with seed blank, right? Just that way it knows exactly what image and it won't screw it up. And then you can say, tweak the image and make sure you use this word exactly or that word exactly. So this all keeps going back to prompt engineering, which is something we've been talking about for about 9-10 months now. The more precise you can ask a question, the more precise your output is going to be. And that's whether you're messing with GPT-4 or any of these large multimodal models. The more precise you can be, the better. And text, we are now going to go behind the wall. And I'll play the little voice that says that we are going to go behind the wall and be behind it, behind the wall. And then we'll talk all sorts of fancy ass shenanigans. Okay.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.